Good morning. It's Thursday. It's my mom's last full day here in the city. We had a late start today because we both needed to sleep a lot. And it's supposed to rain like basically all day today. So we'll try to figure out what we're going to do, and I'll take you along with us if we get up to anything interesting. Maybe finally setting this up. Oh, there's so much paperwork. We're gonna set this up when we get back tonight, I think. Taking my mom to Timeout. Came to Brooklyn to go to the Timeout market with my mom. Brooklyn Bridge views. We're walking from the AC line, so that's High Street, Brooklyn Bridge station. You can also take the F. Did a photo of the Brooklyn Bridge over there. Grimaldi's, which is a pizza place that's underneath the Brooklyn Bridge. And then right next to it is a couple of other pizza places. These are both relatively new. There's a ramen shop and then that famous Percent Arabica coffee shop. Shake Shack, Brooklyn Bridge, Manhattan Bridge. If you want a straight shot from the subway station, turn by the Grimaldi's Pizza. But we're just kind of exploring a little bit. We do have to go to the bathroom, so I think we're gonna go to a brewery first and then to the Timeout Market. Timeout Market, but we're gonna go to Evil Twin. Going to Evil Twin. This one is the Pale Ale, and I got a Rocket Pop. Oh, and apparently you can also order delivery from Jacob's Pickles and then ETNYC. Okay, so this tastes like grape juice actually. It's like kind of sour, but not super sour. Actually, it's kind of like a cranberry grape. So I'm gonna try my mom's Pale Ale. She got the number 14 from the menu. It's like not super hoppy. It's a little bit citrusy, like maybe a citra flavor. So I think my mom and I are going to order a flight. So they have up to 5 in the flight. So I made a list of the 5 we wanted to try. They're pretty like unique ones. So like there's a barley wine, for example, a triple IPA, one that like we just chose ones with funny names. And then I also wanted to try a limeade. It's like a sour. So this Rocket Pop is a hard seltzer and it's pretty good actually. It's like really easy to drink actually for summer, so it's quite sweet and a little bit tart at the same time, so I would totally recommend it. And then my mom's was pretty good. She drank it already, but it was kind of more of a citra sort of flavored IPA, and that one had a funny name as well. We looked it up. It's something like typical Manhattanite who doesn't know Brooklyn geography or something like that. So it's a funny name. All of the names are very clever here, so I highly recommend checking it out if you're in the area. And it's really close to the Timeout Market. And as I told you before, you can actually get the delivery from DoorDash for Jacob's Pickles. And then I also found out that this one here is ETNYC, is actually the Evil Twin NYC, not anything super special. So yeah, they also have a Wednesday happy hour where you can get bottles of wine for $20, or else you can glasses of wine for $9. I just grabbed this from the other table. So this is the info about the all-day wine happy hour. So this is on Wednesday. So it's a Thursday today, so we couldn't do it. I also don't drink wine, so this is the info though. Coffee shop on the other side. I'm trying to zoom in. So my mom and I are going to share a flight next, and I wrote down the 5 names of the beers, but the guide here is not numbered, but then the one on the side of the thing is numbered. So my mom is going to go ask which the numbers correspond to which of the names of the beers. Now you can see my chicken scratch. So this one's going to be a triple. This one here is going to be the fruity sour that I wanted. This is the barley wine. This is going to be an Irish red, and this one is going to be a smoked IPA. Oh, sorry, smoked lager. Okay, so we got the flight as I said, so they have the code underneath. This one's 12, and this one is going to be Make It Fruity Cherry Limeade Vice. This one is number 15, and this one is the New York City Bagel Tax is No Joke, and this is a triple IPA, by the way. This one here is number 20, and this one is the Anti-IPA is Having a Moment, and this is going to be a smoked lager. This one is number 6, which is the It's Not Because I'm Both Irish and Red, but I Like the Style, and that's going to be number 6. And that's an Irish red. And then this one is going to be number 2, which is the Evermore Psychopathic, and that's going to be a barley wine. So we'll let you know what each of them taste like. So we're gonna try the smoked lager first. It has like a slight smoky scent. Okay, my mom's gonna like that. I'm not a huge fan. So it's quite smoky, but it's like subtle smoky. It's not like a smoked sort of bourbon or anything like that. But it has a little bit of a smooth taste and kind of like thick actually. So it's like in between kind of being a dark and then also an IPA. So it has a little bit of a slight hoppy flavor to it, but it is quite smoky. So this is going to be the Irish red one. So this one we just chose because of the funny name. So it's not because I'm both Irish and red, but I like the style. So we're gonna give this a go. It has like a very slight kind of beer scent. Yeah, I don't think my mom is gonna like this one either. It's not my favorite. It doesn't really have very much of a hoppy flavor. So as you know, I like the hazy IPAs and like very hoppies. So I'm gonna give this to my mom to see if she likes it. So my mom's review is that it's very much like a lager. So if you're into it for the flavor, you're not gonna really get much of a flavor from it. I do think it's a very good like drinkable sort of beer. It'll go down really quickly because it's not like super hoppy or anything. So I guess it would be a pretty good one to take for like a picnic or something. Okay, so on second thought, it kind of tastes like a penny to me. But my mom said that it would taste good with like salty food, like a pickle or a pretzel. She's really eyeing the Jacob's Pickles menu at the moment. Okay, so we're gonna try the barley wine now. So this is the Evermore Psychopathic. Okay, it's a very strong barley wine. It has a really intense flavor. It's kind of thick, as you would expect from the barley wine. Okay, so it depends on how my mom's feeling today. It's kind of like more of a dark, she's laughing at me, but it's kind of like a very dark sort of flavor. I'm trying to think of like, it's like stronger than a Guinness, but it doesn't taste like soy sauce to me, which is why I don't like Guinness, because I think it tastes like soy sauce. She finds herself perplexed and she went in for a second sip to figure out if she likes it, and now her face is looking all screwed up, so I think she does not care for it. This one is the New York City Bagel Tax is no joke. This is a triple. It smells very hoppy. I think I'm going to be very much a fan of this. Yeah, it's super hoppy. It has a slight citrus note. It's not super citra hopsy, so it's not going to be, I'm trying to think of a good comparison. It's not like the Surly one. It's pretty light. This one could be dangerous. I think it's a very good kind of summer drink. Okay, so we're gonna go for the last one of the flight here. This is going to be the Make It Fruity Cherry Limeade Vice. So this is going to be a fruity sour. My mom is not gonna like this. So it's very much fruity. It kind of tastes like a holiday drink, kind of like a cranberry sort of holiday cider drink that you drink at Christmas. So as an update, my mom hated the cherry limeade one. She tastes no flavor of fruit, but I think it's very fruit forward. It tastes very like cranberry to me, so I don't really taste the cherry flavor. It's more like a cranberry sort of herbal flavor. On our way back to the Timeout Market. So there's also West Elm. It's called like Empire Stores or something like that. Okay, so now we're back here. I took my sister here a while ago, but there's like the rooftop and that's a bar, Tasha Matcha. It's interactive, that's me.
Okay, thank you.
This is what it looks like at last when there's nobody interacting with it, but it interacts with people as they walk past. Checking out her hair. Since it is less busy here than when I was with my sister, I'll give you the menu info if I can. Okay, my mom's back. Here's the Felice Pasta Bar. And here are the daily specials for the Felice Pasta Bar. Here's Clinton Street Baking Company. I usually go here for chicken and waffles. We're gonna look at Pat LaFreda. Here's Ivy Stark, which is Mexican. I have like little samples here for you to view. Quite smart. Got it to stay, but they also have prickly pear lemonade. The first stop on our food tour is Ivy Stark Modern Mexican. We ordered the guacamole chips and salsa trio and then also some churros. She told me to turn it around, but these are the churros. And then we also got the trio of salsas with the chips and guacamole. These are so hot. They came right out of the fryer. These are super good, but they're molten hot on the inside. They fried them right to perfection right in front of us. The salsa trio is quite nice. So this one's like kind of smoky, like kind of a mild smoky, slightly medium. This is kind of like a cilantro green, so like a mild medium. And this one is like spicy, but only in the back. And the guacamole is so nice. It has pepitas and also some pomegranate seeds in it, and a lot of onions. So I'm very much a fan. Here's Jacob's pickles. Cholte mayo. Mr. Taka Ramen. It is quite cave like back here, but this is the wine cave. That's the bagel. For Joe, I recommend the hibiscus and also the passion fruit and the dulce de leche. The hibiscus Joe donut. This is the hibiscus donut from Joe. This is the non-vegan one, but they do have a vegan option. Sugar Hill. We came up to the rooftop and there's actually more food. And here's the info about the happy hour. Pizza. Barbecue. Another pat lafreda. Sushi. Here's a view of the Manhattan Bridge. Here's the bar menu. So this is the bar on the rooftop. Down the staircase, we'll see. I was wondering how to get into here. It says it's BCG private entry, so that's how. And then here is for West Elm Associates only. And then here we're almost back down to the street level. Now we're back onto the street level. We're gonna go to Soho. But if you want, there are staircases straight up to the rooftop park. Walking to the F. I may trick my mom into going into Brooklyn Flea because I've always been curious. In case you couldn't hear me, Brooklyn Flea isn't open today because it's a weekday. I should have known that. To try to get some free skincare and sunscreen samples. So this is the Supergoop pop-up. We got our free samples, so it's sunscreen samples and a tote bag. Going to Stop and Pop-Up Grocer. Back in Soho trying to get more free stuff, so their Inky-less pop-up is at Sephora. As we were leaving, we were handed a free sample of the sunscreen. Now we're headed into Uniqlo. Stocked a lot differently. I don't think I've ever noticed this corner here before, but they have a repair menu here. The clothes in this location are seeming a little bit better quality than Hudson Yards, and a lot more options. There's a wall of socks. Custom t-shirt bar in the back. This wouldn't be okay, except for the back is so too much. Before going to dinner on a pit stop to Home Depot, but I didn't know there was an Outback Steakhouse. By the way, this is like 23rd Street and like 5th, in between 5th and 6th Ave. Downstairs, so I can finally use my air conditioner. Heading back out to dinner, we're going to go to Harlem for a barbecue. These guys stayed in there underneath the one that was not in service. They're so strong, they're moving the Chipotle bowl. Okay, my mom lost her charging cable, so we're gonna go stop in this Dwayne Reed and hopefully they have it. It's at 125. It's like an oddly stocked Dwayne Reed, but they got a lot of stuff back here where you have to ask for them to unlock it. This is good to see. Okay, so we're gonna cross Broadway and go towards the river because there's Dinosaur Barbecue over there. Okay, so those are like new Columbia buildings. There's like a food hall in there, and I stopped to go to the bathroom one time when I was walking. It's really nice. It's a public space as well. Okay, so this is the Cotton Club, which is very historical actually. So across the way is Dinosaur Barbecue, and then to the right over there is actually Fairway, which is a pretty good grocery store actually. And there's the Hudson River. The original Dinosaur Barbecue is in Syracuse, so whenever you come here, definitely get these salt potatoes because they're so good as a side. There's also root beer on tap. My mom got the sampler, so it has ribs, pork, and brisket. And then she got the spicy cucumber salad and then the Syracuse salt potatoes. I got the dirty south bowl, so it has a lot of the sides in here, and it's on top of some rice. Okay, so we're heading to the train station. We're gonna go to Times Square because I have a Too Good To Go pickup for this place that I tried so hard to get the Too Good To Go pickup. They only released it at 11 p.m. And this is for Angelina Bakery. I've shown you this before. It's like the Korean croissant place. On the escalator. So the Angelina Bakery pickup is from 10:30 to 11, and I don't usually get to do it because I'm actually kind of scared of going to Times Square at night, especially after dark. So the time when my sister and I were staying at the W, we tried really hard to get it, but like we just never could get the bag. I think they only release 2 per night, which is pretty aggressive. You have to be right there when they release it right at 11. So usually set your alarm for 10:59 if you want to get it. My mom asked a clarifying question so that I would come on here. So if you want to pick up a bag for the next day, you have to be there right at 11 when they release it, so 11 p.m. So set your alarm for 10:59 and go onto the Too Good To Go app if you want to get it. So this is Angelina Bakery, which is the Korean Italian pastry shop. They also have pizzas and sandwiches and things. Sandwiches look pretty good. I've never had one, but they look really nice. So this is the pickup, $5.99. Got the strawberries and cream croissant, the bombolones. So got one pistachio, one chantilly cream, and then one other donut. I can't remember what it was called. Well, that was aggressive. But yeah, I'm kind of excited. Even though we didn't get a savory one, I've never tried the bombolones, which are like the Italian donuts. There's MJ the Musical, Funny Girl. Everybody's boycotting Funny Girl because of the girl from Glee or whatever. Obviously back home and got the donuts and the croissant safely here. So we're gonna have them for breakfast in the morning. Since they had cream in them, I put them in the fridge. Hopefully they're still okay, because I try not to put pastries for the next day in the fridge because then they get dried out and stuff like that. Anyway, so that's what's going on. Today we actually ended up walking a lot, even though it didn't seem like it because we just took very long breaks in between. But we kind of had a late morning, so I guess we did a lot in a short amount of time, especially because we came back to my apartment and sat here for a while before we went out to dinner. But everything timed out pretty well, actually. So this was the last full day. My mom is going to be in New York. She's leaving tomorrow mid-afternoon, so we have the morning still. So we tried to fix that air conditioner. It doesn't fit well into the window still, so it's still very frustrating because I keep putting more and more money into the fact that the air conditioner still doesn't work as an air conditioner. But yeah, anyway, that's what's going on, and I will talk to you in the morning.